guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account, and within the last couple hours, guys, Ice Shamira is about done. Curse Realm, 14 hours left. This is the one that I do the worst at, and I wanted to really break it down and show you the heroes to focus on within here. I'll go through my battle history. My last attempt was actually my best attempt. But overall, guys, I am really realizing that I need a couple more heroes built up to really maximize the damage and also provide the crowd control aspect in here. So looking at our first formation, Oden absolutely needs that plus 60 engraving. He needs to be the main carry in here, the strength. Also, Lorzen, I've noticed in this formation, if he could provide that shielding aspect with that 9 of 9 furniture, is going to make a really big difference in here. Even having that plus 30 engraving on Damon, again, I did some research. I looked at some teams. Having a little bit of engraving with Damon seemed to work incredibly well. Even when I looked at formations where they did a lot more damage, that Oden did a lot more damage than I did right here, guys. Right here, I'm looking at 297 million damage, which most of the teams are in the billions when it comes to this team specifically, meaning that I know the heroes that I'm going to work on. I need Lorzen's furniture, and I need engraving on Damon, and I need to finish out the engraving on Oden. Now, looking at our second team, pretty solid performance overall. Without the awakened version of Taylene, you can also sub in Merlin. I have Rowan in here. Estrilda, again, 0-0. I think Estrilda needs to be a little bit stronger, at least to be able to provide some mitigation or some boost in there. I was pretty shocked on this one that it was 0-0. So there she is. Estrilda goes right in. And I'm not sure if it was just miss. It looks like it was probably the immunity, because you can see, guys, she should have probably done a little bit of damage by now. But running with Satrana and running with Warwick in there, even she died about 30 seconds in. And again, there wasn't any damage, which is kind of interesting. No healing, no damage within there. So she is just there strictly for the buffs and only the buffs. But again, if I could get up the attack rating a little bit higher with her Inspire ability, I feel like it would make a big difference. And I might even be to the point to get Merlin up a little bit higher, or to even get Rosaline up a little bit higher in that formation. Now the Ainz formation, again, doing pretty well here. You can see Albedo, I just got to the plus 30 engraving, so leveled her up a little bit. Helos really protecting in here. Now normally this combination would run Baba Yaga instead of Leonardo. I don't have Baba Yaga built up as far as she needs to be to really be to work well within this formation, which is the reason I subbed her out, sub Leonardo in, took Baba Yaga out. But ultimately, if you have Baba Yaga built and they want her built 309.30, which again, I don't have the engraving on her right now. So overall, subbing Leo in here, because I do have the engraving on Leo, worked well. You can see amplifying the damage that Ainz is doing within the formation. Mortis lived long enough to buff up everybody, which I like. Even looking there, guys, Albedo not doing much damage within the formation. Fourth one, now this one is the very interesting one that I took a little time to look at. Brutus is a big damage dealer in here. Brutus is a big requirement for the formation to allow a star to rain her fire on everyone. Again, it is not about Brutus in this formation. It is about Brutus's crowd control aspect to bring everyone together and essentially stack them up so a star can rain fire on them. You can see the damage that a star is putting out here, guys. Now what that means is a star needs to be built higher. We've built up Queen a little bit. Big shout out to BMO for allowing me to borrow the Brutus again. But a star absolutely needs to be built out a little bit higher within this one, getting the plus 30, 60 engraving to maximize the damage she's doing in here. You can see, guys, majority of the damage here is done by a star. And even though I have 0 engraving on her, even Skarath here doing a considerable amount of damage within the formation. Looking at this one, of course, this is the more real, and the Torn. Torn doesn't have a plus 30 signature item, doesn't have any engraving, doesn't have any furniture. For him to be the primary damage dealer within this formation, again, I have to build him out a lot higher than he is. to allow him not only the survivability with that life leech, but also giving him the stats. Moreel, I did build out quite a bit. I got the plus 30 engraving on her, of course, because she is used not only in the Cursed Realm, but also in a lot of the Twisted Realm comps, so allowing us to really maximize the damage in there. So this really relies on Moreel's ability to move the targets, running them through Torn's bone spikes, as you can see right on the ground, which again, if I had Torn built out a lot higher, I feel like it would help a lot more. Hodgkin also does the Terrify effect, meaning they are going to run away. Again, doing more damage to the heroes that are moving in here. It's a pretty unique method to do the damage, but I've only seen this method work within the Cursed Realm. I haven't seen it work anywhere else with the dragging, as you can see, the targets through the bone spikes, and doing an incredible amount of damage on there. So again, Torn is another hero that I'm going to have to build out within this formation to continue building, or actually continue the push for the damage. Last one, of course, Lucretia Grez. Both of them are built out pretty well. Anasta, you only need the plus 30 signature item on her. However, if you have her 9 of 9 furniture, she also does have the ability to give out the Brawler's Protection to a couple different targets, increasing the survivability if your team is not lasting the entire time. We also do have Brutus in here, so the student and the teacher are both in here. Twins, of course, in here for the super cycle. I could get a little bit higher signature item on there to not only mitigate a little bit more damage, but also allow them to accumulate a couple more stats. I need to build them out. I know with the engraving aspect, things of that nature, I'm building out a couple heroes in here just to do more damage overall. So looking at it, guys, again, Oden, I believe we can build out a little bit higher already. I know I had him very close to the plus 60 engraving, which I think we're there right now. Rapid strength there. There we go, guys. Finally, with the chest we just got, this makes a big difference. Not only the crit damage resistance, so survivability, but the 60 on here goes from 15 and 15% and 15 to 18, 20. Very big damage boost when it comes to Oden. Happy to get him there. Again, Torn is another one that I really have to focus on building this out a little bit, adding more dodge in there, adding more stats in there, adding some furniture. I absolutely got to get him some furniture in here to, I know it's the mitigation factor, but the stats it's going to bring is really good. And then, of course, the damage that we see here of the 30 and the 60. Again, both of those are about survivability, but these stats that it brings when you're adding extra attack in here, when you're adding crit, when you're adding haste, attack speed, all of those make a much stronger damage dealer, really stacking some of those abilities. Again, Estrilda is a hero. We're at 21, so we're pretty close to getting her to the plus 30, getting this Inspire to actually happen quicker. Rosaline, again, a little bit of the stats just to bring in more stats that she's going to transfer to other targets like Scarlet. And Scarlet, of course, we're taking to a much higher level when it comes to the furniture. I actually have her still in the furniture. I have about 14 of 36 already built on her. So again, a lot of heroes we still have to build out, including little Astar doing a lot more damage. Guys, it makes a big difference when it comes to damage heroes, and it makes a big difference when it comes to engraving those damage heroes. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put a link to the guide down below, guys, so you guys can check it out. Hopefully you can score a little bit higher with Ice Chimera. Really breaking down the teams, what you need to improve on to, you know, in the upcoming weeks, essentially where you're going to be ranked within the upcoming weeks is what I focus on, guys, making steady progression over AFK Arena. Guys, again, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.